that'll make for a good conversation.
Okay.
Because I have a differing opinion that I might not remember by then. Because wine. So yeah, Happy New Year.
Soft landing. The song.
Hey.
So you're listening to Fresh Air.
That wine clink was like perfectly timed.
Yes.
These are smooth ocean sounds of the new year. My name is Amanda Sweetbreeze. Welcome.
I'm on the wrong
To my-
podcast. Incidentally, this is Three Black Femmes.
Hey.
Yeah, we are Three Black Femmes.
We are.
Hey.
I'm Rhythm.
I'm Darryl.
Sorry, somebody.
Oh, wait. You gave me an alias.
I did give you an alias. Oh my god. Use it right now.
I'm Freddie. Oh, no, I have to say, I'm Rhythm Keen, a.k.a. Freddie Cougar.
Yeah.
Did I do it right?
You did it right.
I am
Rhythm
a
is
cougar
Freddie Cougar.
right now.
And I'm Miriam, a.k.a. Trapper Levine.
It was so unwise of me to take a sip of wine as you were about to introduce yourself. I should know better.
It's okay. I'm going to join you by taking a sip of wine right now.
It's tasty.
Three Black Femmes. What's the new byline? It was healing and hoe shit.
Yes.
Healing and hoe shit.
I love this.
That's enough.
That's what we do.
That really is. That really
enough.
just
What
is
else do you
Isn't it?
need in life? And what is there in life that doesn't fall into one of those two categories?
Amen.
Hey.
Every single decision I've made has either been for healing or hoe shit or
I
los
mean-
dos.
Look,
Sometimes hoe shit is healing. Sometimes.
Sometimes
How about it?
healing is hoe shit.
I know that's I know that to be true.
are you
in my
making a
heart.
note? I make so many bad decisions. Anyway, a good decision of the day is our drink of the day, which isn't a cocktail. It's wine. It's red wine.
But wine is always a good decision.
Yes. And what is the name of it?
It's just a blend. It's just a Rosa Obscura.
I like it.
She's a blend. You know, she's cute or whatever. She has some, let me put on my my wine connoisseur.
Yes.
Shout out to, my nigga works at a wine shop, my friend. So shout out to her.
Come through, sommelier.
Yes.
It has some fruit forward and like floral notes. It finishes
I've been
off.
fruit forward all my life. I have been fruit forward all my life.
Yes.
All my life.
Oh my God. Yo, if Darryl, if you were a wine,
Ooh.
what kind of tannins would you have? Like what would your taste description be?
Fruit
Incredibly
forward.
dry.
No, yes.
Fruit forward. And I would be the kind of wine that stings your teeth.
Huh.
Yeah.
And you would enjoy that.
Oh hell yes! I smiled inside when I said that. I smiled in my inside parts like I
It's
sting your
inside
teeth.
that I smile. Oh, that's really interesting. I feel like I would be like a sweet red, which is funny because I mostly drink white, but I really love like the versatility of sweet red because I feel like it's kind of like best of both worlds.
We love a good verse.
Me too. Well,
You know what? Let's be clear.
Jesus.
Jesus.
Bottom life.
Bottom life is the life for me.
3 black bottoms.
Three
That
black.
really is the best.
Change the name to the podcast right now.
But yeah, I do like a sweet. I like sweet wine, which is why I'm so. I mean, this is a good like sweet blend, which is probably why I like it. I don't like super dry red wine. This is tasty though.
This is really tasty.
This was a good choice. I made a good choice. Look at that.
Hey!
Look at 2018.
Look at God.
Rhythm's making good choices.
Step it out on a good foot.
This is just a record setter right here. We're just gonna set the pace for 2018.
And some good
Fast
choices.
forward to no other good decision this
I
year.
was gonna say fast forward to next week.
Right.
Word.
Which could lead us into Black Joy of the Week. Black Joy of the Week. Nobody's talking about Black Joy. Black Joy of the episode, because we changed it.
Episode.
We're going to have a theme song by next episode,
We
guys.
are. We promise.
I'm lying.
Don't believe our promises. I'll go first. My Black Joy of the episode. I actually have two, but I'll only say the one. Yeah, let's just do the one. My friend Dennis and a couple of other friends, our friend Dennis.
Yes.
I was just like hogging him in that
Shout out
moment.
to Dennis.
Yes.
Shout out to Dennis. Came up with the idea of black tie for Black Panther. So he created this like Facebook event, and we're encouraging people across the nation on the release of Black Panther to like legit get dressed up in black tie attire.
I am here for this.
So he made this post on Facebook and was like, so I just bought a tux and I'm gonna wear it to Black Panther.
Amazing.
And somebody else was like, wouldn't it be really dope if like we did that like for all like Black movies? And I was like, no, for real, let's do this.
Yeah.
And so he created the hashtag and he put up the post, and like, so I posted it on my personal pages and on Instance Trap and Yoga, and like, this was just yesterday. The response, like, people are like, "Oh, I'm ready."
I'm actually here for this.
It's lit.
I'm completely here for this.
Hold on.
Like, yeah, I like started like searching like gowns. I'm gonna rent a gown because I enjoy doing that, and I think it's gonna be great.
I need a gown now.
It's gonna be so
I've been raggedy all my life, but I need a gown now. Oh shit!
This is the time. If ever there were a time for you to get a gown, this is now.
Because there wasn't going to be a time for another like 10 years.
So now you have it. I think that's the other thing that's so dope. So the premise was like, let's make this like a red carpet event, like everywhere.
I love this.
And so I think that's really dope. But I also just think it's like, I don't know. I feel like I've reached a point where I just don't, maybe when I was younger, and then probably not again until I'm older, where I was like had excuses to do like black tie things.
Yeah.
So I think that's really dope.
Can we invite listeners? Like listeners,
Yes.
black tie
Show
for Black
up.
Panther.
Yes. So if you search the hashtag,
Start the movement.
It's black tie, the number 4, Black Panther.
Yes.
And I think everybody should do it. That's my
I'm
black
here for
joy
this.
of the episode.
Oh, it's a fucking
This is happening.
lituation.
I'm excited.
Oh, we're out here.
We're out here. It's going to be so dope. So the film comes out February 16th.
That's my mom's birthday too.
And I guess,
I'm here for it.
Yes.
I'm here for it.
Black
Yes,
tie for Miss
Aquarius
Rhonda.
mom.
Hey!
Yes. I just think it's going to be really dope. So like people are doing it at whatever theater they're going to. I mean, like people are like making friend groups. So like,
I'm
you know,
here
like,
for this.
me and my friends should go to theater XYZ and do this. And I think it's going to be so dope. And then when people post pictures,
Yes.
Yes.
the hashtag,
Yes.
Yes.
I'm excited.
I
Hey,
can see the top
listeners.
hat. This is what I
So
need.
just post those
Yes.
pictures with the hashtag.
Yes.
Or let us know which theater you're going to, and like we might ride with them up.
Yes.
I'm getting my top hat. I'm getting my top hat.
Yeah.
I want to look like Mr. Monopoly.
Yes.
And I'm going to get my shiny black Tic Tac shoes.
Yes.
And I'm going to step out.
Real Housewives of Wakanda out this bitch. It's time. It is fucking time, bitch.
Real Housewives of
Yes.
Wakanda.
Oh, and I'll have time by then to get my Fendi together because I still haven't gotten my Fendi match because I'm lazy and you have to actually go into a store.
What are you, like, $390?
I have no idea.
You're $390. I'm looking at you right now, and you're $390.
You can just tell me that
Because I'm $400,
and then I can just order
and
it.
I just, in relation to me, like, you're like $390
so I can just buy it. I don't have
or
to go in the store.
$380. I mean, don't
to the
trust
store.
me. Like, no one
so
should trust me under
lazy.
any circumstances. But
No.
don't trust me in any context.
That's
but
the precaution for
So
life.
let me ask you this because so we're basing this on 2 different things, right? So I'm like super pale in the winter. Like if I didn't have like this little bit of powder on, you would see my freckles like way more because I'm like really pale.
I see your freckles a lot right now, and they're gorgeous.
Aren't they?
So would I match based on that paleness or would I match based on what I look like right now? Because what I look like right now is the color that I like.
Wouldn't you do it multiple times then because your color changes?
Yes, but I mean for right now.
Oh.
Well, here's the thing. I have a summer foundation and a winter foundation.
Right.
My winter foundation is like Fenty 400. My summer foundation is NARS. And that's just like I get way redder in the summer. So like I don't know. I have a couple of different foundations that like I'll mix and match to like make my face one big even full moon before I start contouring.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I have a couple of different foundations personally because like my skin, like day to day, she's like, hey girl, team light skin. Hey girl, team red bone. And I'm just like, sis, be one brown.
Yeah.
Okay. I need a nice homogenous brown.
Just be one.
Just
choose
one.
Choose
Choose
and stick with
one.
it.
Okay, so maybe I'll actually get up and go to the store. Maybe I'll do this tomorrow since I'll be sick. So I'll actually get up. I'll go to the store. I'll do this, and then you'll beat my face for Wakanda.
Yes, I will absolutely beat your. I was supposed to beat your face like a year ago at this point.
Excited. Will you be offended that I insist on doing my own brows because I have control issues and
no, because I can't
else do them?
I barely do my own brows.
Okay.
So like I can't do brows. I'm just gonna.
And this would be starting from scratch. If you were doing mine, this would be like, what is an eyebrow? How do I create a brow?
So you do your brows, and I'm just gonna come in with the rest of the things.
Yes. Okay. I'm excited.
Yay.
So that was a really long Black Joy
episode. Can I top anyone else off? That's the first and only time I've ever done
yes.
That's the top first and only time.
Top me
Can
off.
you top, Darryl?
Yes.
I can do something that's called topping.
News to me, bitch.
The few times I tried to top.
Can we just
that could be a whole episode.
have a toast to all the dedicated, superb tops?
Yes.
Because top work...
I do undervalue top work.
I don't. Because I know my life and like...
That's also because I fuck from the bottom too. So...
That's the thing. Like I don't... We didn't have an episode where we're talking about like the fact there are different kinds of bottoms. I feel like there are 3 different kinds of bottoms sitting at this table right now.
Hey,
because
we are not a monolith.
Bottoms
really
are not a monolith.
Yes.
And like Rhythm, I don't want to pull your card, but I feel like you're a pillow princess.
Oh, I am.
Okay, because I don't want to pull your card, sis.
I own that.
But
I love that phrase.
I own that. I have a tiara.
Good, as you should.
And I think once I hit 40, I'm gonna get a full out crown.
As you fucking should.
As you should.
Okay.
As you should.
Yeah.
Pillow queen,
yes.
okay?
Yes.
The fuck?
Yes.
Pillow Cersei.
Right, you know what? Not even waiting until 40.
No.
I am a pillow queen.
You a pillow queen,
Yeah,
okay?
You're right.
A pillow top queen size
Yes, pillow
bottom.
top, pillow queen. Pillow top, pillow queen bottom. Of the bottoms.
Of the bottoms.
First of her name. Be clear.
Bitch protector of the realm.
Yes.
Yes.
And I don't even know what kind of bottom to call myself, but I know I'm like a more active bottom, but not as active as Darryl.
Yes, there are levels.
I feel like it's an Olympic bottom.
Yes.
It's taken me years.
You got a medal.
I literally just had this exact conversation about how I will be platinum. They would create a medal for me to be platinum in like the sex Olympics.
Yes.
Because ain't nobody on my level.
Nobody.
Like that bass came through.
It took me a long time to... It's interesting. Coming out as gay was so much easier, honestly, than coming out as a bottom. And then more still, identifying as a power bottom and then identifying publicly as a bottom. Like, this is what I do. Like, there's layers of misogyny. It's layers of, honestly, self-hate and then hate of women, period.
Yeah.
But hands down, one, sex is so much better when you love yourself.
Yes.
And love not as a destination, but as an ethic. Like when you actively every day reflex that muscle. Yeah. When you reflex that muscle, kind of like when you do Kegels. Or Kegels.
Yes.
What do you say? I say Kegels.
I say Kegels.
It's Kegels.
Isn't it Kegels?
By the way, I Miss Kegel Queen 2014 to 2018. I haven't relinquished my crown.
Yes. You better hold on to that.
Just so we know, I am Miss Kegel Queen.
Yes.
Shit. I'm getting a tight nail.
Yes. Join us, won't you?
I'm definitely an active bottom, and I have been chastised multiple times from tops for not letting them fuck me. And mostly because tops are dumb. Not all tops, let me stop. But a lot of tops can be dumb, and especially if they got big dick. A lot of big dick dudes think that just because they got it, they don't have to there's nothing else to it. Like, no, there's finesse to it.
Oh, there's so much finesse.
And then for me, it's like, I know my body more than you know your body. And only by a smidge, but still. But I'm sorry, better than you know my body. There we go. But only by a smidge. So the reality is, I know how I want to get fucked. And if you're going too slow, I'll speed up. If you're going too fast, I'll push off. Like, I set the pace. I set the time. You come in, you drop your pants, and then we get into it. Actually, I was messing with Harambe.
Yes.
I don't think I've introduced Harambe on the show.
I don't think Harambe has been introduced on the show.
So one of my sexual partners in my atmosphere of sexual partners.
Yes, atmosphere.
It really is an atmosphere. Is a Muslim man who may or may not be married.
Yes.
But he definitely has, I think, 3 kids. And I call him Harambe.
Yes.
Because he's haram and bay.
Yes.
But not because he's a gorilla. but because he's both haram and he is gay.
I mean, there are levels.
Puns.
He got chunky. Like, he showed up.
We love a chunky top.
He showed up thick.
He showed up and showed out. I was like,
yes.
Playing with the nipple. Harambe.
We love a chunky top.
Jesus. But I was, he came in and I don't think he was prepared for me to be as aggressive as I was. And I was horny on top of that. And he sat down and we were chilling and smoking or whatever. And I feel like maybe 30 minutes into it, I was like, okay, game. I'm ready to suck something. I'm ready to get something on. Let's make it happen. Yeah. And I'm taking his shit off. And he's like, yo, hold on. And it was like ridiculous. But that's me. I'm Darryl the Bottom.
Darryl the Bottom. So did we ever actually toast to the tops?
Or did we just start saluting? We just started.
So let's toast to the tops.
To the
tops. Yes. Amen. May there be more tops in 2018.
Hell yes. Hell yes.
Good tops. Skilled tops.
Skilled tops.
And
girl.
A skilled top will know what kind of bottom they are dealing with.
Come through.
Right?
And recognize that there's different kinds of bottoms.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. A skilled top is honestly versatile. If we're going to talk about it, to talk about it.
Let's
because
be real here.
I don't need you on top of me all the time just doing the same ass little stroke because sometimes I too, like to get a little groove in from the bottom, and like I need a top to be able to catch that shit like Barry Bonds. Okay? Like
I would argue that even
Make it sound like macaroni.
Oh my God.
The pillowiest bottom. You can't get away with like your one go-to.
No.
I need you to have a repertoire. I need for everything in your repertoire to deal with me being on my back. But
I know that's the fuck right though. I know that's the fuck right.
You need to be able to like still be creative with that. And if you can't,
see, and that's how we're different kinds of bottoms because like I like to be flipped like a pancake. Just move me around, honestly.
I feel like
I agree. Just
fucking 10 minutes I need a new position.
As long as I'm still on the bottom.
This is a PSA from Rhythm. I'm going to say this on behalf of Rhythm. Rhythm thinks that riding is bottom phobic. And there's a valid argument to that.
Listen.
Especially when your bottom is in her 30s and she got bad knees.
Nigga.
Just saying.
Nigga.
So I will agree, right? And this almost goes to Darryl's point. Like, I will concede to being on top.
Mm-hmm.
But you still have to be. I'm still, as long as I'm the bottom that's on top. Like you still need to be doing.
You still got to be beating it up.
You still got to be doing the work.
Yeah, you do.
And these knees only going to sustain, but for so long. So you need to.
My knees will be stationary. I need for you to flex your pelvic fucking muscles.
We're here to test your knees, not mine. Your knees.
You. I've done enough work.
Look.
All my life.
Listen,
all my life I had to
my
fight.
part of the work is being. My part of the work is being fine enough to get in this room, so now it's your turn.
Look,
show and prove.
I've done my part.
Show and prove. When I beat this face before we went out, that was my work.
I needed to do. That was it.
I had to control my diet in my earlier bottom days.
Yes,
that meant like not eating for a day. I don't do that no more. Food over dick. Food over dick.
Always.
But like I will control my diet. Like I'll take Metamucil in the morning. I'm making sure that my shit is on a schedule. And like I make sure not to eat certain things. Like I avoid dairy. I avoid beans and like I avoid those things.
Yes, bottom diet.
And I make sure that shit is spick and span.
Okay.
So guess the fuck what? If I want to lay on my back,
I will lay there.
And the thing with me, especially because I'm bendable. Like my fucking feet will get too behind my head. Yes. So I was like, if I'm doing all that,
Yo, it was one day where I only had a bowl of quinoa with olive oil, not even like butter and no spices. I just had a bowl of quinoa with olive oil. So, bitch, if no matter what the fuck I want to do, you better.
That's a bottom meal if I ever.
That's a bottom
meal.
I was like, what's the safest thing? My friends are like eating ice cream, and like that's when I first started fucking with this person. Like my friends are eating ice cream. My friends are like eating mac and cheese. Like, you want some, girl? And I'm just eating my quinoa. Like, no, I'm good. I'm getting some dick later. So I'm just.
I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna
eat this.
I realized that I'm not me in my 20s anymore because I was messing with this one. Lately, a lot of Pisces have been coming into my life. So I was messing with this one Pisces, actually a really, really big dick Pisces.
Yes.
A young dude. And we've had amazing sex up until this point. And And I think this point was just like the perfect storm of everything not being right because we both had eaten pizza. We both were tired. It was like maybe 4 a.m. before we tried to start getting it in. And like I was on. So my sex demon comes at 2 a.m. every morning, like on the dots, 2 a.m.
That seems really annoying.
It is.
Like,
actually.
are you asleep usually?
I can be, but I'll wake the fuck up. I'll wake up in heat.
Oh,
he
shit.
needs to retime himself.
Yeah.
Child, 2 a.m. like on the 2 a.m. Like I can be doing something and I'll be like just feeling like, oh, it's 2 o'clock. And so he fucked me fucking on the floor is cute. I don't mind that necessarily. I also have carpet. I don't like rug burn. Rug burn hurts.
Rug burn is for your 20s.
That's what it is.
Hey.
And he do all these 20-year-old poses and shit. Like we can fuck on the couch. We can fuck on the floor. We can do all that. But nigga, I got a bed. I got a queen size bed.
Yeah.
And that shit is comfortable.
See, I'm still on some 20-something shit because I'm like, yeah, fuck me on the floor, on the couch, on the counter, on the fridge. Like, let's go.
I mean,
that's cute for like a few minutes.
It is.
It's like
but
a little
knees.
prelude. But
My
now
knees.
let's move to this good bed. I paid money for this bed.
I be on some other shit.
And then a lot of dudes
I be
are
on
like,
some 20 shit.
Look, and hold on to that because it does go away.
yeah,
I'm feeling it going and I'm trying to hold on to it.
Hold on.
I'm trying to
Hold on for as long as you can.
I almost overshared again. Oh God, somebody got to change the subject. I be like, listen, girl, last night, let me
hold on for as long as you can. Because
I'm
I
trying.
feel like my mom has this thing where she talks about like all the things that she feels like older women in her life didn't prepare her for and like didn't tell her were coming. The joke is then I'm like, sis, you're not telling
preparing me.
Yeah.
But I feel like there's like a subchapter of that is like related to like sex and sexual energy. And like, I feel like when you're like 21 and like having sex for like years at a time, like you just don't imagine a space that comes where you would like have sex for 45 minutes and feel good about yourself and go to sleep. And I just feel like that needs to be like documented somewhere. People need to tell you that that's happening.
I don't know if it's youth or lesbianism, but 45 minutes feels like I'm being cheated.
Woo.
Well,
I think it's a combination of youth and lesbianism.
I think that's probably a fair assessment.
Yeah.
I can go both ways though, because a fast fuck is cute. I'm not usually getting what I need.
45 minutes is fast?
Yes.
Am I old?
45 minutes is a quickie.
I'm not saying that. 45 minutes I think is actually optimal.
I
I'm
feel
sorry.
like that's like prime.
That's optimal for
45?
45 for me. Like, okay, so like in 45 minutes, like I can come a couple times and like we're good. Like it's cute.
Well, see, I don't
but like
do that.
I'm
If
gonna
I
still
come
climb back
once,
on top of you.
That's actually my cautionary like lesson for all tops when they fuck with me. Don't let me come. If you let me come once, I'm done. I'm falling over, I'm falling asleep, and don't touch me.
See, and that used to be my story. I used to be that bottom that like would come and then fall asleep, but like there's a resurgence.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what to call it, her, but hey, my story has changed. I almost said something really corny, so I'm just gonna.
That's not my game no more. My refractory period is too tough.
Yeah,
like I come, I'm done.
I don't know what's happening now, but now I'm like, all right, more.
But see, I can edge for hours. I can
play them games.
I can
play
edge
those
for
games
hours.
either.
I can edge for
Don't
days,
play with
really.
me. Don't edge me, bitch. Do not play with me.
But that's what usually gets me the like. That's what I'm usually on. But a lot of guys, and I think this is just the thing with guys, period. I think guys just don't understand the necessity of foreplay. And it's like, don't get me wrong, like straight penetration, straight like you know, doing all that. That's fun. It's cute, but it's like
You're missing all the glory.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. And for me, I'm also fairly sapiosexual. So for me to enjoy, like we can bone. I don't even gotta think you're cute for us to bone. But for me to really get the most out of it, and in turn for you to get the most out of me, like we need to have some type, you got to touch me mentally. Like there has to be some type of pre-existing kind of like intellectual connection with you.
See, I don't need that.
I need that.
I've had some dummies in my past.
Oh, no. That's not, no. All of them have been dumb.
You forget Darryl loves dumb niggas. Darryl loves dumb niggas.
I do. I love me a workhorse.
This is true.
Oh my God.
I do. I guess if we bring it back a buck, that's what I'm saying. I guess that's what I'm saying.
That's anti-black.
I'm sorry.
And I'm not even kidding.
I'm sorry. It really is.
So
it's the definition. I like the workhorse though.
I would just like to take a moment to point out this is probably the first time that Miriam has used anti-black in the literal sense.
Yes, it really is. It really is.
Everything else Miriam says is anti-black is like
Truly not.
I don't like onions. Oh, that's anti-black. Miriam is anti-black the way that I like falsely quote the Bible.
Guys, I once told a boss, because I'm a bad employee and I'm unprofessional. She we were leaving a work event and she had the rest of the chips, and I was like, if you don't hand me those chips, you're a homophobe. And she was like, what? And I was like, I don't make the rules. But I bet you I left with the chips.
I bet you did.
I left with the chips.
Reparations.
Oh.
Bitch, don't be dyke-phobic. Give me them chips.
Give me the chips.
Don't be a dyke-phobe, bitch. Yo.
I would just like to point out that we haven't finished Black Joy.
We really haven't.
And the thing is, we be getting off track and then laughing, and our producer be
But
we be laughing. Mark be like,
that shows though. I think they are.
Mark's like, that's cute now, but could you
Could you get to the second
I'd
segment?
be like, I should have never let these gay niggas
I just
record.
want to say, low-key, I feel like this timer is anti-black.
It really is. It is.
Because until last time that we recorded, and we recorded for so long that it turned into 2 episodes, there was not a timer. Now all of a sudden,
this timer is here for 3 black times specifically.
Minutes
of all of the.
Why is my numbers fucked up? 27 minutes, 3 seconds, and other shit.
And we've only gotten through 1 black joy.
I mean, here we are.
I can do mine.
Okay, here we go.
Let's hear it.
My black joy of the episode. I went on a really good day today.
Yay!
It was a very good date.
That's so lovely.
Ooh.
And
it was a brunch date, yes?
it was a brunch date. You know where we went?
Booker's?
We went to Booker's.
Yes!
He actually lives 2 or 3 blocks from Booker's.
Yes.
I was like, oh, have you heard of this place? I love that place. And
That's
so we
so
got
awesome.
in, and I love the owner.
Booker's is Black Joy.
Yeah,
I haven't
Booker's
figured out if
is
he's the
Black
owner or
Joy.
not, but
Oh, and they have this Louisiana Cajun tofu scramble.
yes.
That thing.
Yeah.
That thing was
Tasty.
so fucking flavored.
Yeah.
And then, I can't eat anything unless I have a gallon of hot sauce. And
Yes.
they gave me all the hot sauce. And
Amen.
my specific instructions
Amen.
were, can you give me as much hot sauce as you're allowed to give me?
Yes.
Amen.
Provided.
Yes.
Provided. And so we met through a friend. When gay people say that generally means a hookup app, but we met through a friend. And we've been talking, texting nonstop since nonstop, in the morning,
Yes.
good morning, and all day. It's just,
Y'all cute.
it is cute. It really is cute. And I'm allowing myself to not freak the fuck out because,
Yes.
the way my anxiety is set up, it don't need a reason. It don't need a reason. As I was getting ready today, I had the biggest zit. I have had a zit in years. I woke up, I had the biggest zit on my fucking face. And I was like, well, you know what's going to happen. You're going to see that zit and be like, not you. And I'm sitting, my anxiety robbing me. But it was cute. I ate a real cute bottom brunch because I wasn't sure. Huh?
With all that hot sauce?
And that Cajun seasoning?
She's good for that. It wasn't
Okay.
no dairy. She's good for all that.
Okay.
Because I wasn't sure if I was going to bottom.
Because that would have been me. I would have been like, hot sauce.
Oh no! I was fully prepared. I was fully prepared to fleet in Booker's.
Yes.
I was fully prepared. I brought my accoutrement.
A bottom's got to do what a bottom's got to do.
Yeah. I wasn't sure if we were going to fuck, and I was telling myself, Darryl, don't have sex on the first date. And then I was like, Darryl, all your advice is trash. Yep. So just do you. And more importantly, you could fuck on the third date. You could fuck on the date 0. The reality is, if he's a trash nigga, he's a trash nigga.
Yep.
Amen.
So, and he gonna be that.
Yeah, and you can't own that.
Nope.
So do what makes you feel comfortable. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna play both sides. I just got out of church, so I was like,
yes.
Thank you, non-denominational God. I went to, I think, CVS, Target, and I was like, I usually host, so I don't have go to your house hoe bags. I don't do that. because I like home field advantage.
Yes.
But I bought all this like travel bottom stuff.
Yes.
And I put it in my bag. I was like,
travel bottom kid.
Man.
Yes.
Man. I was like, I'm going to be ready. And we didn't fuck. And I was so happy we didn't. But we made out like fucking elementary school kids.
Yes.
Wow.
And he dropped me off here.
That's lovely.
So oh, Darryl, that's such a great time.
That's a great Black Joy.
That's also
episode.
wholesome. Like y'all just made out. That's so wholesome.
That is wholesome.
But it's okay though. I'm waiting to drain that vein. Nigga.
You gonna get on a dick like a lollipop.
That thing and this thing is pretty.
Ooh.
Really? We love a pretty dick.
I like him light skinned and thick. He's light skinned and thick with a pretty dick.
Yes.
And he's nasty.
Yes.
He's nasty. And when I realized he's like as nasty as I am, and actually took the like above and beyond. Like the most I've ever had sex in a day is 5 dudes. He was like, this nigga, he creamed 10 niggas in a park.
Yes, Park.
All the gay. This is completely gay.
That sounds
so completely gay. And I was like, okay.
This is the stuff dreams are made of.
Yeah. This is what I say. Like when I say that Darryl's a different kind of bottom.
Right. Let's be
can't
clear.
Imagine.
Let's be clear.
That's like when you just make your sim woohoo 7 people for fun. Like how the fuck did you do that as a human? That's some shit a sim would do. Nigga Phaloopsinar. Like how did you do that as a human?
Look,
Man.
levels.
There is. Me and one of my exes actually stayed up for 48 hours. We were not sober, clearly.
Wait, what?
No.
We stayed up for 48 hours.
Absolutely
and we
not.
just called nigga after nigga over and we just like chopped them all down. That was actually one of the best. That
Just made me sleepy thinking about it.
No. And anxious.
Again, we were not sober.
I needed a nap.
But it was serious training niggas and we both hot. So we're on the apps pulling dudes in, and it was like over a 48-hour period. We just chopping dudes down, like in and out. That's it.
I don't want drugs that make me stay awake.
Yeah, no.
Well, my drug is anxiety.
I mean,
I don't know if we're gonna talk about it. Then.
that's why my anti-drug is wine. Wine be like, okay, anxiety, I got you.
This just makes me calm and anxious. Don't think it can happen? It can.
My anti-drug is orgasms because at that point I'm not going anywhere. I'm not worried about anything.
Yes. Orgasms and vegan chicken.
The fact that my Black Joy took 10, 12 minutes. And
It took less than rhythms because we all started talking about bottoming.
I know. That was when Mark left. Mark was like
if it's not about the trade, Mark doesn't know.
we need an audio drop of Mark saying, that's the trade.
And it's so wholesome too. It's so wholesome, like a kid and like Christmas morn.
Like you like just learned a new word.
Is that the trade?
Like I just learned this new vocabulary word in English, and I'm gonna come and say it out of context everywhere.
Yes.
Is that the trade? That's the trade.
Yes.
That's the trade. Not trade.
The trade.
The trade.
Yes, he's taking it back.
Yes.
That's the trade.
Miriam?
So my Black Joy is actually wholesome. And this might be my first wholesome Black Joy.
Look at
since like
you.
the first episode.
Okay.
Okay, so my friend Sophia Ballin is
I love her.
I love her too.
Oh my God.
That was my bitch in undergrad, and I could tell some stories, but not on the podcast because she didn't consent to that. But yeah, my friend Sophia Ballin is a journalist. She is a bomb-ass Black journalist. She was with a huge publication in Philly for a while, and she went independent this past month.
They wasn't good enough for her. I said it, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. They didn't... Fuck it. She's more talented than them.
That's
She's bigger
right.
than them. They not sponsoring us. Bitch. But yeah, so... Sophia's the shit. But Sophia has a series that she does every February called Black Joy Untold. Or, sorry, Black History Untold. And the first year it was just like about Black history, and then the last year was about like Black Joy, and she interviews about like 30 people, like one for each day of February, ideally.
I've had so many friends be a part of that.
Same. And they each have like an essay and a photo set. So this year, her theme is, and I don't know if I'm like spoiling it or spilling it, but she said I could say it. So this year her theme is Afrofuturism.
Hey!
Right?
This is going to be
right?
sexy as hell.
Right. And let me tell you, a bitch got featured.
I cannot wait to see this.
I'm excited. She asked me to be a part of it because I'm a teacher, and I'm like, oh fuck yeah. So I like.
That
she
makes me
asked
so happy.
Initially, like in the fall, beginning winter, like in the midst of my life is falling apart frenzy. So I was like, sure, fuck it, whatever, and I just like sat down and answered all the questions and forgot that I did it. And then she texted me last week like, hey, so can you do the photo shoot on like Saturday? And I'm like, oh fuck yeah, I got featured in this.
Oh my god.
But yeah, so yesterday I was with Sophia and Sean, who is the photographer, who is a fucking visionary genius. Yes. And we were just in the warehouse. And let me tell you about this photo shoot. I can't tell you about this photo shoot because like it's coming out in February. But this is some next shit. Warehouse. Like, oh my god, Darryl.
You had me at warehouse.
Right.
So come like. On. Before Black History Untold has been like I read every single one of them like each year it comes out. It's really amazing work by Sophia Ballin. But I am so excited for this Afrofuturism release. My nigga. Like my photo shoot was on some shit and then somebody else, I'm not gonna say who the artist was that came in, but an artist came in. And their photo shoot was on some shit and they each have like their own vision and like the things that are being said and are being talked about, just like the future of blackness and of black people and like the way that we're each being featured. My nigga, if my bitch is not putting in this work, like I am so excited. So everybody just check out, just look forward. February, it's coming out. So Sophia Ballin, Black History Untold.
Yes.
I'm so excited for this.
This year's theme is Afrofuturism.
That makes me so hyped.
And your girl is featured. And, you know, once you see me and you, if you happen to like see that I'm a teacher, if they mention the school that I work at, bitch, don't try and find me on no fucking Facebook, okay? These are separate things. All right.
Don't know.
I want you to know, okay, that the girl you hear talking about bottoming and queefing is not the same bitch that you see talking about pedagogy. Okay,
look,
they're two different hoes.
We are multi-layered.
Okay?
Pedagogy of Bottoming.
Pedagogy of Bottoming.
Pedagogy of Bottoming.
I think that's the show title.
Hey! That's the show title.
And
there
we got it. Boom.
Yeah.
The producer has logged it. We have a show title, The Pedagogy of Bottoming.
That makes me so happy. I was actually supposed to meet with Sophia last week on something totally separate, but also exciting that I can't talk about yet because it's just it's just not even developed. I will say this. So I was supposed to meet with her. This was one of my like legitimate sick days, and so I like sent her a text like, "Sis, I'm not gonna make it out the bed." But it's a project that I actually came up with that I was really excited about. And when she and I met, I feel like people kept saying we needed to meet each other. And so we just planned to like hang out. So we just like hung out and ate sushi. And so I talked about this project. This was like maybe 8-9 months ago. And she was like, well, you know, keep me posted. Let me know if you need anything, blah, blah, blah. Like super just black and supportive and everything. And then she hit me up like a couple of weeks ago and was like, so are you still doing this thing? Because I'm really excited about it. And now I have some free time and I could like really be involved if you want it. And I'm like, you were the only person, like I didn't tell a whole bunch of people about this project, but she's the one person that consistently, like every couple of months was like, I really think you should do this. Hope you're still doing it. Hope you're still excited about it.
She's good for that.
And I'm just like, you know what? You have really, and when she hit me up this last time, I was like, I actually have the capacity right now to like focus on it and do it well.
She's good for that. Like, Sophia's the shit.
And, like, if you on board, sis. So, like, yeah. I just wanted to say that like, that was really, like, just super black and supportive and, like, womanist.
Love it.
Yeah. Sophia's everything. Like, that's been my bitch for a little minute. And I'm just really proud of her and, like, the work that she's doing and her growth and, like, you know, whatever. Everyone should like go on her website or something. Her last name spelled like Ballin, like Jim Jones.
Yes.
So everyone go on her website, Sophia Ballin.
This boy is crazy.
Shout out to Black Femmes everywhere.
Black Femmes everywhere. It's worldwide movement. Global Black Femmes.
Worldwide movement. So it's 2018.
Thank God.
I just didn't think I'd see it.
Crawled across that finish line.
If we gonna be honest,
I will say 2017. So 2016 was trash for me. Probably the 2013 to 16, whatever. 2017 was such a mixed bag for me. Like I can't even call it. Like, was it a good year? Was it a bad year? Did the year happen? Am I alive?
Yeah.
Like such a mix. But it's like the bad moments were so bad. Like when I think about it, I'm like, oh girl, like you've survived. So like all three of us moved last year.
We did.
I moved on Halloween. And then the two of you moved in December. So like, y'all just moved.
Just got there.
And we talked about earlier, like, mentioning that during the episode, just in the context of like newness and like survival.
Yeah, new.
And like, I feel like that really does make a difference, particularly the place, like where I moved from and where I moved to. Like, I feel like the apartment that I lived in was like, so like slum adjacent.
I'm good, actually.
And I just like committed to like never decorating it, never unpacking anything. Like, it was just like literally just like living, like, here's a bed. And I feel like moving into a new space that like I can barely afford the rent in, but whatever, shambles. Because shambles is a theme that I intend to continue into 2018, apparently.
Walk into your truth.
You know? But just even with the space being different, it just feels like it makes a world of difference. Like, oh, I could actually unpack. I could actually have a Christmas tree that, incidentally, I still haven't taken down a week into January, but whatever.
Celebration is celebration.
You know, these lights aren't Christmas lights. These are life lights.
Hell yes.
Yes, life
This
lights.
is a life tree.
Yes, life tree.
Oh, that makes it official. I'm not taking the tree down. But I just think it's interesting, like, just the connections to like moving and newness, even when moving isn't a choice, because I feel like my moving wasn't necessarily like a choice as much as it was like, you have to move, so figure your life out.
Find your choice in that. Find your choice. Find your choice, and that you have to move.
Look,
Bitch, same. Bitch,
look,
same.
Same, actually, yeah. Same.
I'm grateful for it though.
Yes.
Like, my situation was, and I suspected it, but I wasn't sure until I was officially moved out. There's like state to state, there's restrictions on how much you can raise the rent per year. And as I suspected, my previous landlord wanted to raise the rent above that percentage that you're allowed to. And so they essentially had to kick everybody out in order to like raise the rent the way that they wanted to. So all the tenants, there were 3 of us living in this building. All the tenants were basically told like, oh, we're not renewing your lease. So Godspeed, figure that out. Which they're legally allowed to do. So
What
it was,
the fuck?
oh yeah. So it was like, so figure out where you're going to live. And so I was like, okay.
All right.
So it was like a little bit stressful, but I had time. Not that time makes a difference because you still wait to the last minute to like. It don't matter how much time you have.
As I laugh in the last minute.
As a teacher on a Sunday night who still has the lesson plan for tomorrow, I know that life. I know that's the truth.
Girl, you should get the flu.
You better get you a flu.
The thing about the Philadelphia school district is, bitch, I can't get the flu right now. They gonna be like, oh, that's cute. See you tomorrow.
Yes.
Girl, all these kids got the flu. What you mean? What's your point?
Right, they all got the flu, sis. Writing class. It's still writing class, girl. You got the handout, sis.
You're talking about the flu. Y'all can write about the flu. We could do essays about the flu.
See you at 7:05.
Well, that's painful.
Well, really,
sometimes I don't get up till 7:05.
But I get there
Sometimes I
super
don't get up
early
till
because I'm a
7.
first-year teacher and I'm catching up and I'm obsessed with work and I'm tired.
Oh.
Yeah, but back to you.
But you're doing great. You're doing great. I don't know. I don't even know what I was saying. Just how, like, moving is moving and it's hard.
I think it's interesting that
great.
like your moving was not a choice because I feel like that happened for a lot of us.
Yeah.
Which is to say that I had to move with no choice 2 times in the past, like just from October to right now. Like, so I just moved. A week today. I'm in my new apartment for 1 week today, and bitch, I am hype about this new place. But yeah, so initially I had to move unexpectedly in October and I mean, Rhythm and Darryl know this story, but I guess the listeners don't. So yeah, I was like, I was lesbianing. That's the best way to put it. I was dyking out here. So I lived with a person and, the person that I lived with, like I had a job. I worked at We Got Y'all at the time. Remember when I worked at We Got Y'all, y'all?
Yes.
Y'all remember that? And yeah, so my person was like, quit We Got Y'all. They're awful to you. And I quit We Got Y'all. And then she broke up with me and was like, find some place to live. And I'm like, girl, I just quit We Got Y'all. And you told me to.
That is a brick to the face.
And then Miriam wouldn't allow any of us to fight her in the face the way that we wanted to.
It's a new year.
Because she a sheltered bitch. But honestly, listen, I'm separated from the situation that y'all can do what the fuck y'all want.
Yes.
You grown?
Yes.
You grown.
I keep a brick bag just for this.
Yes, brick bag.
I'm serious. This is ridiculous.
But thank God that my anger is more productive than my sadness. And that I've resulted to anger instead of like anything else. Like, thank God for the productivity of my anger. My anger is the only bitch that I am keeping through each year. When people cut off people for 2017, 2018, 2019, bitch, my anger is the only one that will make it each year without a doubt.
Yes.
She is the only bitch that I'm keeping.
She stays.
Because when sadness is about to hit a bitch, my anger came through like, no, girl.
We don't got time for that.
We have something to prove, girl. It took 2 weeks for a bitch to have a new living space and a job.
Yes.
And then I moved in with...
That's testimony.
Yeah, right? Amen.
That really is. Amen.
Amen.
Yeah.
Gay man.
Yes.
Gay man.
That really is testimony.
So I moved into another little situation and then some more fuck shit happened. I guess just things fall apart. Shout out to my nigga Chinua Achebe.
Yes. R.I.P.
Fall the fuck apart.
They do.
And then not only I had to move, but me and my best bitch had to move.
Hey, Dad.
I've never experienced that emotion.
I hate you. I hate you so bad.
This is new for me too.
I hate you so bad.
I need to call him back because he's like in the past. Oh, I'm sorry.
Why do we always have like 3 different like levels of experiences with things though? Like my dad used to call me all the time.
That's so true.
And then he died. Anyway.
Okay. All right. So Rhythm wins.
Dad doesn't call me anymore.
For once, someone can't top Rhythm. For the first time. And here we are.
Oh my God.
But yeah, so me and my bitch had to move. And you know what? Shout out to her anger.
Yes.
Bitches were like, we're sad, but we angry.
Yes.
So shout out to New Living Spaces. Yes. Shout out to my goofy ass driving a fucking U-Haul in a snowstorm.
But you saw it, right?
Whipped this. Miriam whipped this damn U-Haul.
I did.
And was ahead of schedule.
I'm sad.
I pulled up to Daryl's apartment like, you got extra furniture for me?
Whipped this U-Haul.
Whipping this U-Haul with my goofy ass. Hey.
I hate I missed
but
this.
But it's like before I really, because we were waiting for your friend to show up to help move stuff.
Yeah.
But it was just like, oh, we can start moving this downstairs. But that's like, again, a testament to 2018.
Yes.
It's like, before we realized it, that shit was loaded the fuck up. And we was good.
It was done.
It was good.
I love it.
I felt amazing because I'm like, new year.
Yes.
New year.
Yes.
New
like
beginning.
You got to purge, and then we got some new beginnings with like your chairs and tables, which thank you.
You're
Needed that. A bitch needed that.
You're welcome.
That's real. Now I forgive you, Miriam, for being fake, for being in my building and not saying hi, because what you knew was I wasn't going to be able to lift furniture.
Yeah. It's like I wanted to stop by and like hug you and like love on you, but like we were in work mode.
I was probably in bed.
And like my best bitch who I moved with, like she's small. She's so small. She's mighty, but she's small.
But
so
that's mighty.
It was we was out here.
I'm serious. It was mighty.
We 3 bottoms.
Yes.
I'm serious.
Moving these chairs and tables,
before we
bitch.
realized, in the middle of a goddamn snowstorm.
In the middle of a fucking snowstorm.
Yes.
Holla at your squirrel, bitch.
Yes.
Holla at your squirrel.
That was magical though. When y'all left, I sat down and I was like, damn. Like I was turned on. I was like, that was so efficient. That was so just in and out and so just like I felt so good.
Yes.
So like I guess 2018 is about efficiency.
Hell yes.
Like
Yes.
And claiming yours. Claiming yours.
And getting it done. And like honestly, this is not sustainable, but like neither is sadness. You know, like my anger is not sustainable, but neither is my sadness.
No, that's
and because
the word.
I don't have the, like reflection takes work and healing and growth, they both take work, and like I get it and I should be doing that work, but in times when I cannot, I will gladly choose anger because she is a ride or die.
She is.
My anger rides for me in ways that my forgiveness just does not.
Yes.
There's a time for forgiveness. But anger is still healing. It's
Absolutely.
still healing.
Absolutely.
Amen.
And redemptive.
Absolutely.
Because I told y'all about me having to drag somebody last week.
I wish I could have been a fly on that wall to watch this person get scalped.
It was so beautiful. And what was also so beautiful is...
I love mega scalping.
I was in a room full of people who love and support me, and who I learned even more so in that moment how much they love and support me.
And it was giving you all the energy. They was feeding it to you.
Baby, it was like all kinds of little mini drags happening. Like while it was so great. But also the reason that happened, you would have loved it. The reason that it happened is because I had so many moments in 2017. I mean, and before this, but 2017 in particular, where I sort of got my cue to pop off. And then because of other people, I was like, oh, let me chill. Not the people I was going to pop off on, but other people that I felt like, you know, like with Miriam, like, let me not punch this girl in the face because Miriam wants me to not punch her in the face. I had enough, not that particular instance, but I had enough, I had enough situations where I verbally wanted to pop off on people and held back because of the other people that I thought it would affect. And then after the fact, those people were like, oh, no, you could have popped off. I had enough of those in 2017 where I was like, you know, I'm not hesitating anymore.
Nope.
I'll apologize later if I was off base, but from now on, like, you're getting it when you deserve it.
I know that's
we saying what the fuck we gotta say in 2018. Because when you don't, niggas really taking, they run with that shit. They really run with that roof rat shit. Like, bitch, we not with it. Like,
not at all.
Girl, they play reindeer games with your ass. Like, bitch,
I am not here for the reindeer games.
Not here for the reindeer games, girl. December is gone. And there are no more reindeer games to play.
There are no more Decembers. Okay?
Bitch.
October, November, January. Pop
yes,
off.
Yes.
That's where we at.
Yes.
Pop off.
Pop off. So, yeah, I started off my year popping off.
Amen.
And it felt great. It was like Claire Huxtable, sophisticated pop off.
I strive for that level.
I was so proud of myself. I was like, this is everything that I rehearsed in my shower. It was great.
Come on, Issa.
So yeah, so for the rest of the year in my life, everybody's getting... You were actually at one of the things where I started to pop off and didn't pop off. It was super anti-Black, like in real life. And I didn't pop off. And then later, the person who I was concerned about, because it was their family, and I was like, oh, I don't want to pop off on this person's family because I care about this person. So I don't want them to be hurt by me popping off on their family. And then when I talked to them about it, they were like, oh, you could have popped off. And I was like, you know, I'm never wasting that ever again.
We're not wasting that time. We're not wasting that time.
When the window comes, you gotta go through it.
Go through it.
Pop off. And I'll apologize later. And you'll know that it was coming from a place of love. So that if I did offend you by popping off on your folks, then you'll know like where it was coming from. But you also need to know that I'll do it. Because I think that's the other thing. I think people in general underestimate people's potential for like popping off.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah,
they do.
Yeah.
And I think people really underestimate that with me.
Particularly if you're a femme.
Yes.
Yeah. And like you're a femme with a small frame.
Yes. Or angry. Right. I can imagine.
I get that a lot. And so it was just time. It was great.
I love those
and
moments.
like I want to honor the popping off because like a lack of popping off, and like this is not completely what's enabled it, because like obviously monsters are going to be monsters, but like I have found that I have not spoken up in so many instances when I should have, and I've just let so much trash flourish in different spaces. And like, you know, like saying it in the group chat is one thing, because it feels good to like have all your bitches also like validate you. But like in 2018 and going forward, if you're a trash ass, like abusive any kind of way, like if you are emotionally, physically, financially, like any kind of abusive or manipulative, bitch, I'm going to tell you. We're not going to pass go. We're not going to collect $200. Nope. I'm going to let you know that you are being fucking trash.
Speak this word.
Yes.
Like, because there shouldn't be any ambiguity. There shouldn't be any smile in the face. And like
they're not being ambiguous with their bullshit.
Whatsoever.
They're not being at all.
There's no subtlety.
Not at all.
There's no subtlety.
No
there.
subtlety. Yes.
So why should I be subtle? If they're not being subtle.
It took me a minute. I was like,
what's she saying?
What word is this?
What's happening?
I'm here for this.
Yes, subtlety.
Like smile and nod, like you know this word. You've listened in sentences before.
I love it.
Yeah,
Subtle,
like,
yes.
We're not here for subtlety, because people will really take your subtlety and they will just run off on it. And like, I am tired of like being polite to blatant trash ass motherfuckers. I don't have to be polite to you, bitch. You're causing harm.
No, yes.
I don't have to tiptoe around you when you're swinging hammers. I don't have to tiptoe around that.
You tiptoe. Like, you'll be uncomfortable.
Right. You gonna be uncomfortable, bitch, because here's the thing, right? Whether I say it in the group chat or to your face, you're gonna call me toxic, you're gonna call me violent, you're gonna say that I'm like crying wolf. So no matter where I say it, if you hear it, you're gonna say I'm lying. So bitch, I might as well say it to you.
Yep.
To
Flat
your
out.
Fucking face. You Rob Kardashian looking bitch. Oh, Jesus.
Yes.
Anyway, Darryl, you want to weigh in?
I'm sorry. That just filled my cup all the way up.
Started off away.
That just filled my cup all the way up.
So great.
I feel like I've spent so much of my life and invested so much of my life energy into being accommodating, and particularly and especially for people who were abusive, starting with my mom and dad. And then searching in lovers for people who hurt me in ways that reminded me of my mom and my dad. And I am tired, good and tired. Being accommodating to people's bullshit.
Yep.
It's like, I'm not dealing with it. I'm not, no more. I'm really not. Like, honestly, after the Secure Your Bag episode, no lie, I've had so many of my friends come up to me and be like, let's talk about these bags. And the fact that they have been carrying bags and dealing with shit for way longer than they needed to. And more importantly, been carrying bags that they didn't remember when they picked up. And I'm just of the position now in life where it's like, I can't. I really just can't. I can't no more. I can't. Like, I'm putting my pleasure first and center. I had this whole conversation with actually my last boyfriend. We Rhythm, because I live in the building Rhythm lives in. Within 3 days, actually, Rhythm has caught me hoeing twice.
Yep. I was like, oh hey,
yeah,
beautiful.
Yeah. So I was talking to my last boyfriend. He came over. I have this like tradition in new apartments where the first night in the new apartment I get raw dogged on the floor by an ex-boyfriend.
Some people sage.
I raw dog.
Nice.
And it was marvelous. And I was talking to him just recently about actually my plug. We have group sex with him, and it's just like an interesting relationship. And how I don't want to fuck with him right now, or really, I don't know if I want to fuck with him anymore. I'm not really in the spirit of hookups right now. And I think so much of it is because I put, and this is some true testimony, and maybe this is a femme, and I think it's really about being a fat black boy and the learned body dysmorphia that comes along with that. About putting my pleasure on the back burner and being happy being a tool for someone else's pleasure. And it does give me pleasure. I derive pleasure from it, but a nut is a nut. Like, a nut is a nut. And I deserve to get mine. Yeah. And I deserve to have sexual partners that put in as much work that I put in, because I put in work. I put in work. So
I just want all the tops listening to cover your ears right now. None of this means anything.
You go into it like you're going to do all the work. Okay, those are your expectations.
Just know that's your role. That's different.
All right, tops.
I mean, it's real though. And I was talking to him about, like, I'm over this. I'm over not being the center of my sexual universe. I'm over going into sexual encounters with people, and my pleasure not be the first and last thing on my mind. And I refuse to. So, and this started last year, but definitely this year, if me nutting isn't in like the forefront of your mind, is not happening with me.
Yes.
It's not happening with me. And I'm done inviting people to put me onto the back burner.
Yes.
And this is a testament. This is real. This boyfriend who, we weirdly enough are so much, I think it's because we both are in better places now. We're not depressed. But we are relating so beautifully right now.
Oh, wow.
So beautifully. And I wasn't prepared for it. But it's like, it's on some real shit. So, I mean, we're group, like it's actually like it's meshing. It's an interesting dynamic. I think also because so much pressure's off of it.
That's real.
And so he asked me, he was like, well, do you think I do a good enough job of that? And I was like, I'm gonna be real with you. You do not. Like, you do not. But I'm also going to be 100% real with you as well. I invited you not to.
Right.
But I'm at a point in my life where this needs to be the thing.
Yes.
You know, this nigga texted me the next morning, 9 a.m.
I bet he did.
You know, this nigga texted me the next morning, 9 a.m.
I
You better
bet
be
he
at
did.
attention.
His message was, what was it? He was like, you ready to bust this nut so I can dig into that butt? And I was like,
Message received.
nigga.
Message.
Bet you heard me, didn't you?
And
Look.
Sometimes you just got to scare niggas a little bit to get them, you know,
Look.
back where they need to be.
sometimes you got to scare yourself.
Oh!
But let's talk about like not having it. Let's talk about having to find your choice. Like having to find your choice when life tells you beyond a reasonable doubt that where you're at is no longer hospitable to your life, and you need to find the fucking choice to move on. Don't make a difference. You call it what you need, but you will find your choice in this migration.
Talk about moving, bitch. Shit.
That's exactly what it is.
That's
It's
exactly
like
what it was.
I was on a vibration that my body was like, this ain't working. It wasn't working before, and it's not working now. So you need to find your choice in this, and the only choice you got is to be you. So you know what?
I didn't sign up for this.
You will.
Not me neither.
It's real.
Are you like massaging your edges?
I am. I took my fucking hat off and everything.
You gotta get the coconut oil like really in there.
Wait a minute.
But that for me, that has been the absolute truth. It's been the absolute fucking truth. It's
That's
like
real.
you ain't got no choice. You ain't got no choice. You can't be at home in no one's skin but your own. So if that's the case, you demand what you want and like challenge the universe to form under your fucking feet.
Oh,
And that's exactly what the fuck is happening.
come on, poet.
So it's like you come with me or you don't. I don't care, but I'm nutting either way. That's real though.
bring it back to a nut because
But
I was on some whole
It
destiny
was on some
shit,
spiritual level.
spiritual shit, and Daryl's like, "No, this is still about my nut."
Make no mistake.
But it falls over into all of it because nut does that. But it falls over into all of that. It's like recognizing that your bones and your body is worthy. Like they're worthy of you. They're worthy of you.
I'm crying now.
But I mean that's what moving
Nobody
is.
asked to be dragged like
Nobody
this.
asked to be dragged.
I thought I was just switching apartments. I didn't
Right?
think.
I thought I was just moving and getting a new job.
Well,
Listen,
you're moving.
I've been blaming
I'm
that
also
bitch
an earth sign, so
whole
it's
time.
none of this is. You're earth sign too.
Yes.
I feel like
Yes.
Well, my fire sign ass wasn't ready. Okay. Shit.
Are fire signs ever ready?
No,
never.
But we're always
Never.
the loudest in the first.
Yes.
We're never ready, but we're always the first in line.
Yes.
Yes.
What's
Never
happening?
ready,
I'm
but
here.
always the first in line.
I'm here. What is it? What is this for?
And this is about me.
I volunteer. It's
I'm
about-
here.
Wait, what's happening?
That's real. But that's me. That's that. That's me.
Whole
No, I
time
feel like that's universal.
I've been blaming this bitch, and the whole time it was my ancestors. My ancestors was like, "There's a leak in this old building.
Look.
Yes.
Your soul
Look.
has got to move.
You got to go.
You gotta go.
Your ancestors was like, is them edges? Let me see them.
Nope.
Give me them real quick.
Let me take those back for you so they
I
can
need
grow
that.
in healthier.
Look.
Okay. They was like, "Oh, you got too comfortable with mediocrity. Watch what we about to do.
Look.
So let's see what we gonna do. It's not in your control, little baby."
Look, you know what's real about that? Right before, and this has happened to me actually with a car and with an apartment. A year and a half ago, I was like, I really wish I could get a new car, but you know, poverty. And then I wrecked my car, totaled it, and I was like, oh.
You
New
getting
car.
that car. Yeah.
New car
You're getting that
time.
car.
And then with this apartment, literally like maybe 2-3 weeks before I got that letter, I was like, I really wish I could move. And I was like,
Yep.
so I have a general issue where I've made so many bad decisions that I don't trust my decision making.
Oh, hello.
Sound familiar?
Hello.
Hey, do you see yourself?
Hello, mirror.
See?
Hello.
So when I thought about like moving, I was like, you know, maybe that's what I need. I need a fresh start. I
Yeah.
need to start over,
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah. And I was like, is that really the right decision? You should probably just stay because moving costs money. Literally, like within 2 weeks, I had a letter in the mail that
ain't
was
got no
like,
choice.
we're not renewing your lease. And I was like, oh,
You gotta move, sis.
So how are you trying to go? That's your choice. That's your choice.
Here's your choice.
Sometimes your L's are your W's.
Look.
Like, in 2018, let your L's be your W's.
Let your L's be your... That's a word.
God damn.
Look at that.
Because I'm thinking about 2017 and every single L that I've taken in 2017.
Again. Yes. Tasia knew. Tasia knew.
Yes. She was trying to tell us.
Tasia also makes bad life choices. However...
Yes.
She can deliver a word.
Yes.
Hello.
I mean, I received it.
Like most Christians. Anyway.
Honestly, Christianity is single-handedly to blame for that terrible relationship that she's currently in. But whatever.
You know what?
She's going to be all right once she gets out of that man.
Yeah. So similar for my parents. Or lack thereof.
I love this. Guess who's coming to dinner? Not my parents. So we did all the Black Joys yet?
And we did the topics.
We're on the topic, Darryl.
Oh shit.
We
Good
did
morning.
That. Hi.
Hello.
Welcome to the podcast, Darryl Down.
I'm Darryl. You're listening to 3 Black Femmes.
I am Darryl the Griot.
Darryl was so bad. He was so busy dragging us by our edges.
No, that nigga was having flashbacks.
He was like,
his dick was jumping like it was at the pulpit.
Praise God. Praise God.
And here we are. I feel like it's a good...
when the next time I have sex.
Text that nigga right now. You'll know before the podcast is over.
Oh, that should be like a new game that we play.
What?
Like, all 3 of us like send a text at the same time and see who gets the answer first.
Yeah.
I'm gonna lose every time. Anyway.
2 missed calls. Who likes me?
Let me go get my phone from the living room. We're gonna play Text That Nigga now.
Yes! I'm always gonna lose, but I think it'll be a fun game.
Sometimes we can alternate. Maybe one day is host stories, the next day is Text That Nigga.
Yes.
You know what, bitch? I like this idea.
Do you want to do this right now?
Let me get my phone.
Okay, get your phone. And so then that will be in place of our host story of the week, because I feel like live host stories are what life is made of.
I'm about to be a host story of the week.
Yes.
I can't wait to bust it open.
Okay, but I feel like, are we all sending the same text?
We have to all send the same text.
Okay, so what's the text?
Miriam has to compose the text.
Oh, fuck. I have to compose the text?
But it also has to be a text that's like believable, because there's a certain level of hoature that if I text it, then it's going to be like, what are you doing?
WID. That question mark.
Okay. No, it has to have some risk to it, though. It has to have some risk.
All right. So what's the text?
Ooh, fuck.
Let me gargle your nuts.
My God. Here's the thing, right?
See, that's the level I can't know.
So, all right. So I want to open this up to our listeners. Listeners, we are beginning a new segment.
You're witnessing it right here.
You're witnessing it right here because we just came up with the idea. We're beginning a new segment called Text That Nigga.
But it's only going to work this one time.
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily.
At least one of them listens to the podcast.
I know my nigga listens to the podcast.
3. 2
and your nigga listens to the podcast.
Mine don't.
Okay, so 2 out of 3 niggas listen to the podcast, and that's fine. Cause I'ma still text that nigga.
Okay.
And the thing is, they're not gonna get it. And actually, no, she's sort of smart. She gonna get it.
That's what I'm saying. After the first time.
Well, I could text different.
Oh. Let's just play the game.
Yeah, game.
We'll figure out next week.
Game.
All right, so Darryl, you come up with
I don't know if Darryl can
y'all don't like mine.
Darryl's is too much. Mine gonna be like, who got your phone? Is this hello?
Or we can just ask them to send a pic.
All right, so send a nude right now. Let's just text that. Like, just send me a nude.
So so does the person who gets the response first win, or the person who gets a nude? I'm gonna lose either way.
I think I'm gonna lose.
The person who like both responds and complies. That person wins. All right, so right now we're all texting send me a nude. Those
this
exact
is so
words.
Bad.
Can I put a question mark?
Nope. Just send me a nude. Those exact words. So while we all wait for our responses,
I'm about to get a nope.
We're gonna wait for our responses and then like also go into other shit. But I do want to say, listeners, I want to make this a regular thing.
Oh
and like
God.
when I say that I can text other niggas, I'm not meaning like somebody else, like that I'm like presently talking to. I need to clarify, okay? Because listen, I know the nigga that I just texted, and that nigga will call me to the carpet on some shit.
Here's the read. Go ahead.
So I'm going to clarify. I can text niggas that I'm not currently fucking with. And that's the fun in it. Cause like if you fucking with a nigga, like that's why you're not about to get the response that you want with them because you are dating this person.
I know.
Y'all are in a relationship.
I'm going to have to explain this. Also, I want to say for the record, he does not listen to this podcast. He is not going to listen. Even if he listened to this, he wouldn't listen this deep in. So he'll never know the reason that I just sent that. And I just need you both to never acknowledge
say anything to him?
No.
That's fine. I'm fine with that.
You know how he is. And he will be so
for
serious
you.
and upset and like.
This is about to be a game in my anxiety. That's what this is.
Here,
and my anxiety will lose.
I need the rest of the wine.
Have the rest of the wine.
He's not going to respond or he's
I gotta respond.
But is
And the response was, nigga, what?
I feel like that's appropriate.
So I lose.
Do you?
Listen, I don't.
You got a response?
I'm going to see it regardless.
We all lost. But
I'm going to see it in a smooth half hour, so it's fine.
That's the message is that we all lost.
We all lost. This is too much like life.
Our listeners.
This is too much like life.
Oh my God. Yo said, you don't act shit like that. Who got your phone?
See?
Oh, I really lost now.
No, you
I
lost.
really lost.
Our listeners probably played along and won.
Y'all probably get more news than us. But anyway, listeners, okay, so now you have options. You can either submit to 3blackfemmes@gmail.com.
Absolutely.
You can send a host story.
Wait a minute.
Hey.
This trash individual sent me this picture.
Oh, those are nude lipsticks. He sent you different shades of nude lipsticks.
I hate him.
I love
Amazing.
So deep.
Amazing.
I hate him so deep.
But yeah, you can either submit a host
I feel
story,
like that's winning.
or you can submit a question for text that nigga. What
Yes.
question do you want us to text,
Ooh.
listeners? Next week, what question should we text?
Yes.
Should we play text that nigga?
Yes.
What should we text that?
That was a
nigga?
fun game.
That was a fun
That
game.
was actually a really fun game.
I really like that game.
I don't ever win anything.
I didn't get a nude, and she put the ha reaction on iMessage. Oh, she played me.
Oh, you got played.
She played the shit out of me on iMessage.
I'm waiting for this game to end so I can be like, ... This was for the show.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Just kidding.
I'm not gonna say anything
Me
either.
neither.
We gonna meet up and she can be like, "Who had your fucking phone?" And I'm gonna be like,
Blame it on me. It's fine. I'll take it.
I'm gonna say Rhythm had it.
It's fine. Actually, I think it's more plausible if you say Darryl.
But yeah, I just do want to clarify that, like, you know, like I'm not texting niggas that I'm actually talking to. I'm just texting niggas that happen to be.
You just want to get this in right quick. Just clear that up.
I can get myself in trouble. Okay, all right.
Look,
Not in
that's
trouble.
how you know
Amen.
prime top. When folks start clarifying stuff, like, I just wanted to be very clear that when I said that thing, I didn't mean it. I was just trying to say, I don't want you to take it the wrong way. I don't want you to think that I had people in my phone that I was texting.
It was just for
It's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
That's how you know that shit good when you
Bomb.
when you got clarified.
You are
with that
laying
fucking
said
presentation.
pop, pipe, wine.
wine, more wine, because I've now told on myself too much.
Wine is fine. So
Yeah, follow us on the
we go.
places. We're 3 Black Femmes on most things.
Yes.
Email us. We are the number 3 Black Femmes, FEMMES at gtothemail.com.
Maybe we should like clarify all of our shit again because like I feel like we haven't done that in a while.
I'm Rhythm Keen on all the things. RHYTHMKEENE on all the things. If you can't find me on a thing by that name, you don't need to find me.
Exactly.
Boop.
Yeah. I'm Darryl the Griot. I'm only on Facebook. I have a Twitter, but it's sad.
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
It's
Yeah.
fine. It's fine. I was on your Twitter the other
know what's on
day. Like
anymore.
one of my friends was like,
Is it all porn?
I don't know. I haven't
Okay.
clicked. One of my friends was like, Darryl ain't been on this shit since 2012, and I was like, that sounds right.
Yeah, that's about
That
right.
sounds absolutely right.
Yeah, I'm Miri, the Thought Apocalypse.
Yes.
You can follow me on
I
Twitter.
thought you were going with Thought
guess.
Pocket. I like that.
Oh, I like Thought Pocket too.
I'm gonna use that in sex.
Thought Pocket.
That's gonna be the next segment. I'm gonna use that. Work that in.
Yes.
Stick it in my thought
Yes.
pocket.
My thought pocket. But y'all can follow me on Instagram because I'm vain and want to be validated at John the Baptist, JAWN the Baptist.
And we're 3 Black Femmes.
We are. We're gonna finish this wine.
Bye.
Bye.